This is James, UFC Gym, Ontario. I'm gonna show you guys how the proper way to wrap your hands. It's called the threes. So I'm gonna start with a thumb. I'm gonna go inside to out, so I'm going over the top of the hand. I'm gonna go 3 times around. I'm not finishing the third loop. Once I have 3 done, I'm gonna come up to my knuckles. I'm not going underneath the hand. Like I said, I'm not finishing the third loop. I'm coming up to the knuckles. Same thing, 3. So I have 3 around the wrist, now 3 around the knuckles. There's 3. You want to make sure the person's hand is nice and open. He's not bending his wrist or he's not closing his hands back and forth. Keep the fingers nice and spread. Hand right here in front of me. So I have 3. Work the inside to out. Now that I have 3 on 3 side, I'm going to work my way down like an X. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to pull my way down. I don't want the X shallow. I'm trying to go corner to corner. So when here, you see the first part of the X underneath, going over the top of it. There's 1 X. As you can see, I want to try to go corner to corner, cover as much of the top of the hand as I can. There's 1. I'm going to do the same thing 2 more times. I'm going to follow it around. Same place. There's 2. And there's 3. There's my third X. Now I'm going to start making X's smaller. Okay, so all I'm going to do is, what I mean by that is I'm just going to drop between the finger. So I still have an X, but I'm dropping between here. This is where most people go wrong. They go back down here and they cover the palm up. I'll explain why not to do that in a few minutes. I want to follow the X back here. Top of the thumb, same thing. Follow the X around again, just like the other ones. X is smaller again. Going to the next fingers, and then I'm following the same place again. They're all following each other. Top of the thumb, follow the X around again. Same thing, trying to get back to the back corner. Last finger's the exact same way. Dropping in here, right here, back around. If I was gonna do the thumb, I do the same thing. I follow it around, wrap around here, and follow the X around. But if you look on the gloves, the thumb's attached, so I don't need to do it. It also makes it easier to fall apart. When you do the thumb, you take your gloves off and on to get water. So I'm gonna leave like this. Now this is the only time I want to make a fist, because when you make a fist, this hand gets wider, like a fist. Now I'm just gonna go tight. Only time I'm gonna go tight is right now, because this fist is closed. Work my way up a little bit. Then I'm gonna try and come back down, try and get the Velcro right back over the wrist. If you have wrist problems, you can go higher up, or if you don't, you can keep it all stacked right here. What I was saying about not, open the hand, on the X's, about not going back down through here, I want the palm open like this. So I'm gonna ball it down, wrist should be open, like a fist. Gives them something to grab onto. The reason you don't want them going to the top of the hand is I want to hit people with these top knuckles, so I want my knuckles flush when I hit them. And if I have too much wrapping going through here, like the bands, it kicks the knuckles out, so you can see I hit with the wrong knuckles, okay? So like I said, the threes. One more thing that's real important. People like to go, open your hand real quick. People like to go between their fingers real tight. They crank it real tight, and they'll do it almost so tight where their fingers will turn purple. And what happens is it makes it hard to make a fist. So when they start getting tired, they'll stop making a fist. And when you're hitting the bag, you gotta have tight fists. So this is called the threes. This is a proper way to wrap your hands. At least one of the ways, this is the Fairtex way that I was taught, so this is the way I show.